Hey guys, so I set up this crate over here just to show you the ideal setup for fostering a cat or even settling a cat into your home. A new cat, scared cat. This is a very good way to build their confidence and allow them to adjust into the home, or alternatively, if you're in a fostering situation, this is a great way to take a cat from a shelter and make their entire life easier and more functional for them to adjust and increase their adaptability, become more social, and all those things. So, the first thing I want to show you is you should get a dog crate. And if you get a dog crate that has a side door, this is important. The side door gives you so much more access to everything you need to get at. You can reach the cat regardless of where the cat is in the cage. When you have only the end doors, this has both. They'll either have an end door only or both usually. They usually don't have just the side door. But the end door forces you to kind of lean your whole body in there, which is a lot harder to work with a scared cat that's in the back of your crate over here. Usually a lot of your work goes on with very scared cats within their litter box because they see that as a place of safety. So as they take refuge in the litter box towards the back of their cage, well, now you have to reach over the entire cage to get to them if you don't have a side door access. So this is very important. I always like to keep the food and water far away from their litter box because no one wants their food next to their toilet. I like to use a nice heavy ceramic bowl. This for water. This allows a whole lot less tipping. There's a lot less tipping, and that's very important so you don't soak your cage every minute. Depending on the cat or who you're dealing with, depends on how much they flip their water and things like that. But it's a good thing to have from the start so that way you won't run into those issues. Also, as you can see here, I put a sheet over the top and sides of this. So this kind of creates somewhat of a cave for them. This makes it where they don't have to absorb the sights and sounds from all sides. They only have what's right in front of them in this window here. This makes the entire experience way more absorbable for them. They're able to endure what's going on through this little window without worrying so much about what's behind them, what's to the left, what's to the right. It's another very good asset. As they continue to make progress and come towards the part where you're looking to get them out of these cages, you want to start doing things like lifting the one side up and folding that up real nice so that's open and now they can see that. These are the type of things that you can subtly do as you work with them and you see progress and you see the confidence getting a little higher. You can start to peel back some of those safety measures because then you can take your steps forward. You have to give cats a place to be safe if they need it, but you also have to work towards getting them out of that. So you can give them a cubby or you can give them something to hide in, but especially in a shelter situation, you can't stay with that as your regular procedure because if you keep that going for too long, you won't make any forward progress. The only thing safe in that cage will be that cubby. My goal was always to make everything in the cage safe. That cage becomes their safe space, and that benefits the cat very highly because even in a shelter situation, you can show the cat right in their cage, in their safe space, and you'll get a good glimpse of the cat at their very best. I also think that it benefits you to raise this cage up to almost about waist height. What I found over the years is that in the shelter, your middle cages worked best for your scared cats. A lot of times the cats in the bottom cages tend to be a little darker. All they see is the legs and feet and all of that stuff down the bottom. And it's just a lot harder to settle in because they don't have a full view of the room The things that are coming at them from above are kind of scary. It didn't work very well, and I really do think the darkness has a big difference. Also, keep light colored sheets and towels and things like that, especially if you're dealing with a more fearful cat. The brightness of his area or her area makes a big difference. So if you're keeping this area nice and bright and colorful, and that will help to keep their moods a lot more up. Where if you bring everything down dark and they're already in a very scared state, it's not going to help to get them out of those things. And you don't want to shine lights on the situation or anything like that, like I'm doing with this ring light at the moment. But you do want to try to keep it a little brighter if you can, because that kind of helps to open them up. We'll share lots of tips on how to open them up and how to work with them and everything. I just wanted to give you just a basic layout of what we have here, and you know, how to get it set up and how to get rolling. If you're interested in doing any of this stuff with fostering cats and you'd like me to help you walk through it, I would be glad to do it. Reach out to me anytime. If you're working in a shelter and you need help figuring out how to work with this cat or that cat, feel free to reach out. I would have no problem helping anybody out there. So just hope this helps and creates another level of understanding for people to foster more cats out of shelters, and for the people who are really, really willing to dedicate themselves for the long term of cats' well-being are able to take this mission on. They're able to take on this entire experience and succeed in it. Because when we succeed, it proves that we can do it time and time again. And this is something that I've done enough that I can tell you that it's not nearly as difficult or impossible as some people will make it out to be. So just a quick little video here, and hope everybody gains something from this, or someone does somewhere. Peace.